Welcome to the show. It's Real Talk with the Six Man. I'm your host, the Six Man. This podcast is uncut, unscripted, and we talk about a wide range of topics. Black entrepreneurship, social injustice, education, finances, the family dynamic, Me Too movement, Black Lives Matter, and mental health, along with many more. It's a Real Talk podcast to empower, educate, encourage, uplift, and inspire, and to allow others to be better than they were yesterday.
You're listening to Real Talk with the Six Man. You're listening to Real Talk with the Six Man. You're listening to Real Talk with the Six Man.
Man, I thought I would add that a couple more times, man. I miss my little boo, man. We still talk on a regular basis, as much as we can. I know school get ready to start up again, but it's just something about her voice. When I hear her voice, I'll be like, man, that's my little boot bop, man. But yeah, man, we back. It's Wednesday, man. Last week, as y'all know, we got life going on, work. So I told Amacy that from here on out, we're gonna try to regroup, and maybe if we miss a week, we may try to pre-record something so that way it can play. Now, I told her it probably won't be as fun because you guys won't be able to interact with us, as it plays, but we'll try to figure something out because I got a couple of inboxes like, Joe, what happened Wednesday, man? I ain't see y'all. What's up? I was like, damn, my bad, Slim. But again, it'd be so much going on with work and, just scheduling. And when you get home, you tired. I mean, we had an event last week. It was Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, 3 days in a row. Then we had to turn around Friday to go take all of it down. So it was just a rough week. And I mean, this week, went a little bit sour. I got bad news not last night, but yesterday morning, about a family member that passed away. And so it's just been a rough week overall for me. And I've been dealing with, work, personal, just everything. And then finally it's like, we get ready to leave to go to Mexico in the morning, so that way we can kind of get some R&R. I mean, Angel, she's excited because it's her birthday weekend. So we just trying to, take everything in stride, man. I know we missed you last week, but that's my fault. I'm going to try to figure something out to make sure we good. But from here on out, man, make sure you're going to try to work something out to make sure y'all good. Let me bring her in because she waiting. What's up, Joe?
Hey, everybody.
What's going on?
Nothing much.
So it's Wednesday. What's going on?
Well, okay, but it's hump day. It's the middle of the week. So, there's always a lot going on, but we do have a few topics for y'all, but
yeah, got a few things though. But how you doing though overall? Like how's the week coming so far?
Well, it's been busy. I'm not gonna lie, it's been busy at my job and just busy with everyday life. I got my sons, they start school soon, so just getting that stuff all prepared after work, and just trying to keep up.
Yeah.
Trying to keep up.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's definitely crazy.
Mm-hmm.
It's definitely crazy, and it seemed like the summer, like is. It seemed like
it's gone.
It seemed like it left so fast. Like what? I was looking up. I was like, damn, it's about to be. It's the end of August.
Yeah, it's about to be fall, and it's just about to. That's how it's fall. The sun's going down faster. It's about to be that time of year.
Not for me though. It's not about to be that time for me though. That's the part that I kind of am getting used to. Like when I see the seasons changing and it's going from spring to summer to fall to winter. Our winter is still 75, 80 degrees.
Yeah, y'all don't have seasons. Y'all don't have seasons down there.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm still like, wow, I'm still loving that part, like for real.
Yeah, I would too. I would definitely love that part of it.
Yeah. So we're gonna jump right in, man, because there's a couple things that I want to talk about. I know you got a few things, so I'm gonna just start it off because this dude here, for me, it seemed like he just out here. Like it seemed like people out here just doing anything they can to stay relevant, right? Anything they can do to stay relevant. So this dude right here, Irv Gotti, man. I'm just saying he a clown because that's just me. But I would love to know, one, if you know about what's going on, and two, what is your take on this dude? Because I heard his whole interview on Drink Champ, and I was just
so did you? Okay, because
I mean, even when they told,
Okay.
even when he was like, "Which camera?" He was like, "Oh, this camera," and then he spoke to Ashanti. Like, I was like, what?
Yeah, like calm down. Like,
what is wrong with you, Holmes?
Our guy needs to be
not the reason why I got a divorce, nigga. What difference do it make, nigga? You was married. You know what? I'm gonna let you go. I'm gonna let you go.
So the whole thing is with Herb, guys. I didn't listen to the whole interview, but of course, you know, the Ashanti part. That's the the part I heard. But I guess the thing is, first with Irv Gotti, I know that they had asked him about Ashanti, but why did he have to go so much in depth? First of all, this probably happened years ago, and he still has a lot of deep down feelings about. Obviously,
we was young.
Oh, we was young.
I mean, listen. When that, if that thing right, see, it's a lot of dudes out here that don't know how to handle that thing if it's right. And if it's right, it make you do and say crazy shit. And when I say thing, you know exactly what I mean. Some dudes can't handle it. But then I hate the fact that you like throw her under the bus because she's now becoming independent. She is, got all her rights to all her music. She get ready, redo her whole her album.
It's that part.
I mean, she's bossing up and now she's receiving all the benefits from it. And now you want to like throw her under the bus and make her seem like she like I don't know. Like,
yeah, but I feel like that's the underlying tone. I mean, first of all, I mean, he obviously is upset about, I guess, how they broke up and Nelly and all that sort of stuff. But then I feel deep down, you mad now that she does have her own rights to her songs, and now that she is kind of bossing up, and now you have to bring up this old shit because that's what it is, old shit.
Oh yeah, like I
hate it when people do that.
I mean, listen, and I was listening to a lady today, and when she said it, it made me giggle because I was like, "Damn." But it seemed like it's some real shit. Shout out to all my Facebook friends, man. Like I got Facebook, so we streaming live on Real Talk with the 6 Man Facebook page. We streaming in the group, Real Talk 6 Man group, and we on YouTube. And I'm streaming live from my personal page, just giving people an inside look on what we doing Wednesday nights. Because somebody asked me, "What y'all do?" So I'm just giving them the inside scoop because it's too much to lay around, so I try to spread it out a little bit. But I just feel like she bossing up, she doing her thing. He want to like throw her under the bus, and I'm like, why we can't celebrate the fact that she bossed up, right? And I mean, let alone you was dealing with her when you was married. She was dealing with you when you was married. She knew you was married, and then maybe something popped in her head, was like, you know what? I don't need to be doing this. But I heard that it was somewhat of a business, contradiction, because he was basically telling her to go over there with Nelly and them, like, go ahead over there with them. She was like, all right. And so Nelly and them, made music with her. They got a song together.
Yeah.
Now, if Nelly hit her, I mean, to me, it seemed like it would be natural because they working together. And when you work together and there's some connection there, we black. We don't hold back. If you like a motherfucker, whether you working or not, you be like, look, Slim, now that that's over with, you trying to get a drink.
Right. Exactly, Kevin. And then it just seemed Nelly was the better person. He wasn't married. He was young and single like her. Like, let's let them go. And obviously they went on for years dating. So Herb it wasn't supposed to be anyway.
Somebody just said he jealous and his feelings hurt. I mean, listen.
That's obvious.
What I'm saying is, don't make yourself look like the clown, like, cause he looked like a real. I mean, and even when you go on Drink Champs and you go on some of these shows, you gotta keep in mind, podcasts are looking for views, right? And I mean, I'm not saying that they're begging for views, but most likely a podcast is going to get some type of views, but regardless of who's watching or whatever. So some of these hosts like myself, if I had that nigga on my show, yeah, nigga, let's talk about it. Been on the back end, like, this clown nigga here.
Maybe that's what.
Come on, dog. But see, for me, the interview will be short because I would say or add some shit, and it might get under a motherfucker's skin, and then the guest would be gone, and then me and you would have to finish the show. Just come on, cuz. I'm gonna let you say what you need to say. But can I? I'm gonna put my hand up. Can I ask a question? Why the fuck you going on her like that now? What the fuck has
now?
she done?
Well, that's it.
Come on, dog. Like,
that's what I said, but why now? After, and it just sounds so petty because it's after so many years. It's after so many years, and now you just want to talk about, like, come on, Gotti.
It makes no sense to me. But this one you wanted to kind of talk about. So I'm gonna let you kind of. I'm gonna kind of let you start this one because I saw it, but then I was like, oh, and then when you brought it up again, I was like, oh, okay, because that shit right there, it ain't a lot of niggas. Never mind. I'm gonna let you go ahead. I'm gonna let you.
Okay, all right. So I was, so it's this channel I do follow. It's called Crew Season, and it's 4 dudes, and they do like a podcast, and they talk a lot about relationships and the dynamic of relationships. So on this one particular post, they were, he was basically saying that men have to step up their criteria like how women do, because women are always talking about they want a man on their level, what does he bring to the table, blah, blah, blah. So he's saying men should be doing the same thing. Like if a man's really making good money, he don't need to be dating a woman that makes under $90,000 a year, because he was just like, them putting their money together will be more substantial than a woman who he's making $100,000 a year, she's only making 40. He was just like, it just, what is it in it for him? And I was like, wow. Is that all their relationship is about salaries and money making? Like but I know people have the argument when women say it too. But he's saying that men should have a cap too. They should,
So again, friend, this is a microwavable society for whatever reason, right? And so when we talk about the microwave, what is the microwave? What has the microwave been to us before we had the mic? Like we didn't have a microwave, right? But when we got it, what did it do for us?
I know, it's just right. It just heated up stuff quickly.
No, let's subliminally, let's go a little further. Like, how much is it of a convenience at that time to have a microwave back in the day? Oh damn, you got some curry out. You've been drinking a little bit. You outside. You want to come in the house. You like, oh damn, I got some food. Let me heat it up real quick. Boop, dee, 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 boop. And you heat your shit up, right? So it's like now with women, being breadwinners now on a bigger scale, right? Men are still making their money, but it's not as many men making as much money as women. And I get it, like where you gotta be, where you gotta be, what's the biblical term? Evenly yoked, right?
Yes.
But what I mean, spiritually in the Bible, I understand what evenly yoked mean. But we know jokers don't be, niggas be saying that, oh, I'm holier than that. Niggas, stop playing. So let's really talk about evenly yoked, okay? What the fuck does that look like? Sometimes for some relationships, it looks like that the woman is the breadwinner financially, but then you take care of a lot of the shit that she can't take care of. House, maintenance, taking out the trash, taking care of the dogs. If you got work late, I go get the kids. It's a lot of motherfucking men out here playing their part too, right? So when you say you making 90,000 or she got to be making 90,000, nigga, what you making? It's not a lot of men out here making 90,000. I'm not making 90,000.
Right, but it's absolutely, Kevin. But the thing is like, this is a man who's making 6 figures. Now, this is a man who's making 6 figures, and he said he ain't going to now go down to a girl that's going to make 40, 50,000 a year. He'd rather have the woman who's making 90,000 a year. So when they build, put their households together, they'll have something. But that's not what love is to me.
Look at that though. Look at that. What does that say to you?
We aren't about love. Yes, I agree. Yes, we're not about love anymore. It's all about how much money can you bring to me, and why must it be like that? I mean,
we live in a microwavable society now. It is what it is. It is what it is. I mean, let's look. The sad reality. It's the sad reality
are
that we
people
live
really
in.
happy? This is my question though. Are people really happy? Okay, let's say you do find a person you're financially, good with.
Ooh. This
Is
a good
it
one. This about to be a good one. Hold on. This about to be a good one.
okay?
This about to
Okay.
be a good one right here.
Okay.
So it says that makes sense to me. If you're accustomed to living a certain type of lifestyle, you want someone who can contribute to that and not another person to carry. I get it.
And you know what? That's
I
exactly,
get that.
that's exactly what he said
I
in
get
there.
that.
That's exactly what
I
he
get
said.
that.
Because he was like, he would prefer, because on top of the 90,000, he would prefer that she have her own place, have her own car, already know how to pay bills. Or he said kind of she should have been already independent for some time before she even met him, plus the 90,000 a year.
And so somebody on my page said, I get it. He wants someone with just as much to lose as he does. And I get it.
To lose as he does. Well,
Yeah. I mean, so meaning that if I get involved with you, I'm going to lose as much as you are in the relationship. I mean, meaning that, once we come, because most of the times now when we in a relationship, it's not as traditional as it used to be. Like we kind of get together and in weeks time, if we really vibing, we going out every night, we chilling. We older now. We in our 40s. We not about to play this motherfucking waiting game and act like, we got 20 years. You know what I'm saying? Like, I fuck with you, you fuck with me. You got kids? Yeah, I got one. You got kids? Yeah, I got one. Your baby mother crazy? Nah, your baby father crazy? Nah, you cool? We live together? All right, let's try it out. I mean, it's not like we gonna wait. It's not like we gonna wait to do that. You know what I'm saying? I mean, me and Angel, when we decided that we were gonna be exclusive and I started talking about moving to Florida, it was automatic. It was automatic.
But were you concerned about her paycheck though? So this is where
I mean, so for real, and I'm not trying to do this to put my business out there, but when me and Angel dated, right, during COVID, over the phone, Zoom and not Zoom, I'm sorry, FaceTime and Facebook and all that shit. Like when she was coming home, I got the room, and she came to DC a lot. I'm gonna just say a lot. I didn't ask her to get the room. I didn't ask her to send me no money. It was times that she would text me like, boo, I ain't got the flight money. Can you send me a flight? There you go. It's nothing. And I got the flight, the room, I got dinner. Cause I fuck with you. So I understand as a man,
right.
I understand that we together had a conversation about you coming, but I understand my role, meaning that if I'm interested in you, I got to show that I'm interested. And I remember my man Ron. Congratulations for my man Ron too, man. Him and his wife had their baby, man. Oh my God, his son. His son looks just like him. But Ron used the word when I interviewed when we had our guys' night out, and I kind of talked about the difference between how he was dating previous and dating now. He said a word. Intentional. I'm intentional about everything that I do. So I was very intentional on making sure Angel understood where I stood with her. I didn't try to throw anything in her face. I didn't try to make her feel like she had to do anything, but it's intentional. Boo, you come home? Yeah, I'm gonna come home. I want to see you. All right, well, let me get the room. There's nothing. Because you already paying for a flight to come in. Why can't I get the room?
And
it's kind of even Steven for me.
Yeah, but I agree, Kevin. I feel like in that, instance, of course, I feel, like you all did the right thing. That's kind of what's almost like expected. But the thing that's scary is that, like, let's say you are out here dating and that's someone's prerequisite, like, okay, show me your pay stub. What you make a year? I know what you make a year. You gotta show me your pay stub because I want to see if we can keep on dating.
Pay stubs? Niggas got to show pay stubs now? Oh, shit.
Well, this is for a man. This is for how he was talking. This is how no, not for me. This is how he was talking. So let's say I'm going out the guy who thinks like this. And he's like, make sure where's your pay stub? Because do you make 90,000? Do you make 9,000 a year? If you don't, then this the whole thing got to end. This whole thing is.
I mean, listen. I'm the type that I realize now that the heart likes what it likes. let's keep it 1,000. It's some. See, I'll be learning to catch myself. Well. It's some females out here.
Look at me like.
There's some females out here, right, that like what they like, but they always end up saying, oh, I'm trying to figure out why I always end up with this type of dude. Nigga, because that's what you like. What you mean? That's what you like. The heart likes what it likes. Just because the heart likes what it likes don't mean that everything that your heart likes about this person is going to be reciprocated back to you in the same way. I mean, that takes time. That's when they call the courting process. Where you finding out, where you went to school.
Even compatible about it. You know what I'm saying? Compatible with this person.
But like we talked a few weeks back, like last month. And what Trick Daddy say? Trick Daddy says motherfuckers out here dealing with motherfuckers that they don't. For real.
Yeah, because they busy worried about their salaries. That's why they don't like them.
Well, my thing
is worried about their salaries.
If we only gonna date or we only gonna be connected because of our salaries, then what else do we have to offer other than our salary? Because if you with me for my salary and I come home, boo, man, they downsizing that work. I don't know what happened. Now I gotta take this severance package. Now I gotta look for a job. You gonna leave me because of that?
That's what I'm talking about, Kevin. Like, that's what I'm talking about.
Come on, Joe.
That's what I'm talking about. However, though, I'm going to point out this because this was a guy saying this. I personally feel if he wants to go after that, he'll find somebody because there are women out here making $90,000 above. So I mean, if that's what he wants, he probably will eventually find.
I don't necessarily agree with that comment, but I understand where it's coming from.
Well, it's like we don't even know what love is.
Yeah, I mean, because we do know what love is. If we had our grandmothers in our life, we definitely know what love is. And I know as we get older, it kind of changes because now we're adults. You know what I'm saying? But we definitely know what love is. It's just that, like you said, compatibility. Are we even compatible? Do I really even
and
fuck
most
with you?
People not. Most people are not.
So watch this. So if a chick, so the dude is basically saying niggas need to get their standards up, right? So if a nigga get his standard up and the chick make 90,000 and she doing her thing, but she dirty, she don't clean up her house.
There
like what the fuck? I'm supposed to fuck with her, even though she make. Now I don't give a fuck about that. Look, I remember one time I went on a date. This young lady came to my house, and I used to do this shit on purpose. I used to make them come and get me. I got a car. I used to make them come and get. Oh yeah, my brother gotta do something, man. Can you come pick me up?
Why did you used to make him?
Watch this. I want to see your vehicle because your vehicle tells me a lot about your apartment, how you live, your living space. So when you pick me up and it's books and bags and chips and crumbs and shoes and jackets and the umbrella that you used Thursday when it was raining, like why the fuck is all that shit in your car, Joe? And then when when I pull up and open the door, because you know me, Amazing, I'm gonna look and my face, it speaks for itself. So if I look, I don't say anything. I look, but when you got to put the car in park and get out and start throwing shit in the trunk, I'm like, what the fuck?
Like
you trying to clean up now? So when we go to dinner, it's like, oh, you want to go to my place later? Nah, you can drop me off, boo. I don't want to.
So that's the.
I'm good.
So that's how I think everybody has a little thing.
This is, but I do agree with this though. Relationships are based on money these days. Love is out the door, and that's for the conversation that we just had. You know what I'm saying? $90,000, this, that. Like, why the fuck does my money? What the fuck does my money have to do with your money? And we getting to know each other. Like,
I don't see
what if when you meet me? What if when you meet me, I'm making 50,000, but as we talking, I get a promotion or I get a raise or I get a new job, and now my shit go from 50 to 100. Like, what the fuck? Like, give a nigga a chance. Like, women don't understand. Men thrive off their women, meaning that we thrive off what you all, lay out, right? Like I hear a lot of men always talking about, behind every strong black man is a strong black woman. I agree with that because they're pushing you to be better. They're doing, whatever their necessary roles are in the house for things to, be done a certain way, or like if you got to work late, they take care of dinner, or they taking care of the kids, or whatever. So I mean, it's crazy, man.
Yeah, I'm telling you.
Hello, I don't know who you are. You must be in the group, but hello, because I can't see you in the group if you're in the group. Let me see what's going on. Most marriages are financial partnerships these days. And guess what? It was a pastor. I think I remember a pastor saying that marriages now aren't like traditional marriages. They're more like business relationships. I was like, what?
Yeah, I've heard. Yeah, I have heard that a lot.
Because when you get a divorce, all that lovey-dovey shit is out the window. This mine, that's mine. I want this. I pay for this.
Yeah.
I want that.
Well, I know that's one of the biggest reasons why people get divorced too, the financial situation.
And because of how people breast smell when they wake up in the like them.
But why? Okay, but this is my whole thing. I got something too. Now, what if you hold up, Kevin? But let's say you get into a situation and you
God Almighty, don't get your ass in the shit. I ain't know that shit smell like that in the morning. Jesus Christ. I gotta turn this fan on. I'm listening.
But let's say you get in a relationship, right? Or okay, let's say you let me put it like this. You are about to get married, move in together, do all that, but you know that you are making a significant amount more than the other person. Why can't people just accept that and know that? I think that's my irritation with the financial situation. If you already know what everyone's coming kind of in with, I feel like you just know who pays for what, especially if somebody is making significantly more. You just know that person has to contribute more to the household.
You make a decision, and if it's not for you, move the fuck on. It shouldn't have to be about fucking money. What if this nigga? Let's flip it. What if this nigga make all this money, but he a motherfucker? He can't keep his hands to himself. He emotionally stable.
Right.
You stand with him because he make $200,000, and when you come in the house just because he had a bad day, he smack you up beside your motherfucking head. You stand because he make money.
Yeah, because he makes 100. No.
That shit don't even make sense.
It doesn't.
That shit don't even make sense. It's not only about love. I think it's unrealistic to think a successful relationship is solely based on love. Hey, listen, I'm not saying that the relationship is solely based on love, because there has to be a financial component there, right? Because we got to eat, we got to go out, and we decide to
shelter, food,
you know what I'm saying? We decide to
clothes.
come as one. We got to like talk about money. So the money factor is there, but I think it should be a good balance. It shouldn't just be, oh, you got to make 90,000. I ain't fucking with you. Because guess what? You still single, right? How's that working out? How's that $90,000 working out for you? You still single, right? The fuck?
I
don't get it. I mean, I get it. I get it, but I don't get it. Like, I get it, but I don't get it. I mean, honestly, we getting a lot of hits on this one. So, say if a medical emergency happens and the money stop or slow down, then what? Divorce? See?
Yeah.
I'm like, what if I lost my job? Like, what the fuck? Like, I was making 90, 100,000. I got hurt on the job. Something happened. Like, what the fuck? You gonna divorce me because I got hurt?
Yeah.
Like, come on, man.
And that's what they're saying they would.
I think it's a double standard even with that, because if I got hurt, right, and the woman had to take the brunt of the bills, not saying all women, but most women be like, you know what, fuck that shit. But if it's on the other end and she get hurt and I gotta bring you gotta provide. You gotta provide. What?
This is the lifestyle that y'all are living. If y'all both making 100,000
to a man and he hurt, she can just roll. Nah, come on, Joe. Come on, Joe.
I don't. It's not. Well, I don't know. It's both, because the man could roll too.
Somebody on my Facebook page says power comes with money. Ooh.
You know, power does come with money. I do agree with that. I agree with that.
So that's not how it occurs. You have the conversation with people and get an understanding of what their income is. If you take your time to get to know someone, really pay attention and ask the important questions, you find out what someone's income level is. I agree with that.
Yeah, you can.
I agree with that. I
me too.
wholeheartedly agree with that. Like, I agree with that wholeheartedly. Omar, what's up, O? What's up, champ? I wholeheartedly agree with that. But I feel like, again, it shouldn't be all about bread, though. It should not
be all about. It should not
be all about, because
it should not.
You might find a motherfucker that wasn't with the right person, and then he get with the right person, and then that motivates him to be a different man. That he's out the bed at 5 o'clock. He doing his job. He doing side work. He doing shit so he can pay for vacations and do little, sexy stuff for you, buy you stuff, fly, whatever. It does take money to do stuff, but I don't think that the amount of money that you make should determine your fucking mate. That's just me. That's just me. I could be wrong, but that's just me. But I just want to shout out my alumni. You know what I'm saying? The Southeast Cup, Ballou versus Anacostia. You know what I'm saying? They play tomorrow night, 6 p.m. in the good Ballou field. And I swear, I hope the Ballou Knights come away with the victory, because that Southeast Cup go back and forth between Ballou and Anacostia, man. So I just want to shout them out real quick. Bing, bing, bing on the motherfucking show, and let them know that I'm still the Ballou alumni all day long. And I hope y'all get that win, man. I hope y'all get that win. But now this one right here, it's kind of tied to what the fuck we were just talking about, right?
Okay.
And so this one is kind of similar, right? Because it says, lady, you better find one you can be broke and happy with before being miserable with money.
Okay, what does this mean? Like, you can be like, who's broke? Both of you all are broke.
So when I listened to the lady that was talking when I wrote this, she was basically like saying that women need to be to the point where you need to be with somebody, like we just said, that you're compatible with.
Yeah.
If you're not, and if you make it where it's a salary requirement, you're going to be miserable with money, because you got money, right? You got money, right? But he might not have he might not make the type of money that you want. So because of that, you like, you know what? Fuck that shit. And now I see it all the time. I be seeing these posts on Facebook with these women, and they be saying shit, and I don't want to say nothing specific, because they could be like, oh, you was talking about me on your show. That's fucked up. But what I'm saying is, I be seeing women post stuff, and they, post how they are their distaste for being single. And I'm like, okay, what the fuck do you do about that? Because if you keep telling the world about you being single and what business is it that you single? Who gives a fuck?
Kevin, this could be a whole show about this. Me personally, and I'm a woman. And I'm single. I don't have, I don't have a title with anybody. It's just, I'm even tired of that talk. I'm so tired of hearing women talking about, I'm single, I need a man.
Somebody just posted on my page. My man Max, somebody just posted on my page. We are programmed to replace love with money.
But I think, but you know what I want to say with Mac, and even with this person who made that comment though, with this broke thing, I think what happens is that when you're out here long enough dating, and I can only speak for, I'm not going to say, let me not say black women, because I think all women have maybe this issue too. You've already dealt with a lot of broke men. So I think I think sometimes women, because they've been single for so long, they dealt with broke men, so they're trying to get some change.
What defines a man being broke though?
I think what defines a man being broke is, first of all, a man who doesn't have a job, number one. And I think a lot of women have dealt with those sort of men too. See, because I think, I'm going to be honest, I don't think a lot of women just talking out their ass like, oh, I don't want no broke man. I think they dealt with a lot of broke men. I think they have.
I think I think a broke nigga is a nigga with no drive or no motivation.
It's Kevin is
That's a
all
broke
that.
nigga.
But I think what I'm saying, I think these women have dealt with that sort of man. So now they're trying to do different. They're trying to be different.
That's how they know what it look like. Of course,
that's how they know it looks like. So, but now I think sometimes women, because they dealt with so like that lowness, now they're going, they're aiming high. I think now they're like, fuck that shit. I don't even want a man can have a job. He gotta be making this much amount for me. Because I'm not even dealing with. See, and I'm thinking maybe that's where that thinking comes from. Like I've dealt with the lowest of the broke low.
It's
and I didn't deal with the highest of
the young lady
rich
saying
high.
that too because you will be miserable. I don't know. I mean, and then she's saying that some men say women are broke. Some women are broke.
Some women are broke. I mean, there's a lot of broke. Yeah,
it's a lot of us that's fucked up out here.
People, it's a lot of broke people. Nothing is, and my whole thing is like nothing's wrong being broke. You know what I'm saying? Like if you're broke at the time, you're just broke at the time.
Look, I don't even like using the term broke, right? So I feel like we got this apartment. It's food in the refrigerator. It's furniture in both rooms. It's furniture in the living room. It's furniture in the dining room. Both of the bathrooms furnished. Yeah, when we get paid, we probably can't do everything that we said we want to do. But you know what we can do? We can go to the grocery store. We can go to BJ's. We can pay all the bills. The streaming service ain't cut off. Internet ain't cut off. Everything paid for. So we ain't motherfucking broke. We just motherfucking. It's a recession. Shit is fucked up. So I feel like if a nigga is fucked up, sometimes, I mean, male or female, sometimes we need to be with that counterpart that can get in our ear and be like, look, Slim, I know you're going through a bad time. We gotta pay these bills, Slim. Come on, man. What you need me to do? You need me to go online for you, apply. And I know men's pride get in the way sometimes, but I mean, listen. When the bills got to get paid, when the motherfucking insurance come to your door, that's a when I say embarrassed, when by the time them insurance come to your door, they already got them labor workers outside ready to take all that shit out. Come on.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And now just imagine if, see, but it's that, and then, but let's say let's say you're a woman and you live with a man and then y'all going through that.
So what? Hold on. My man just say it's perspective. Broke is a measure of what we value, not what we possess.
Oh, now they said it's a what? Now say that again.
Say it's perspective. Broke is a measure of what we value, not what we possess.
I like that.
That sounds. I like
that.
Yeah.
That's saying.
Somebody else says some women go on dates for free dinners for them and their kids.
Who's bring their kids to a date?
No. When you get to take a, can I get an extra? Can I? You taking that shit home to your kids? Come on, man. I already know that's happening. I already know that's happening. So all I could do.
Dating is getting so. I mean,
that's what it is. Though. That's what it is, though. That's what they doing, man. Come on, man. That's what they doing. I feel like, listen. I'm not no guru about relationships. I can only go off what I'm learning, right? And even with Angel and us, we're still learning each other, right? And she had an idea that we may do in the future, but I feel like you can only be who you are. And if the person that you're with, either the person that you're with or you, if you can't deal with something, you have to communicate, because first, maybe something's going on with the person that you don't know about. And once you tell them that you see something going on and they realize that you see, now maybe it's a conversation, and it don't have to be an assumption. It could be, oh, well, this was going on, babe, and this, oh, so it don't have nothing to do with me. Nah, it's so the communication part, right? But I feel like a lot of times that shit don't happen because it's so much aggression attached to what people say they're not getting. You ain't doing this for me. You ain't. But it's so much aggression.
It's the tone. It's the
Remember,
tone.
it was a pastor that was saying that. People love to come to church and love to get the sermon, but they don't give the church and the people in the church, pastor, the officials, they don't give them grace. People want the church to give them grace, but the people don't give the church grace. Like the pastor got to be, clean and dry. He can't have extra kids, or he can't have nothing going on. But I mean, you want to go to church to get grace, but you don't give the church grace. It's the same thing with us.
It's the same. Yeah.
Like, come on, man.
People judge you. Just people, yeah. But it's the tongue. People is I'm just telling you.
Look, and so somebody saying the aggression comes from being fed up. I get it. I get it. It's a lot of shit going on, but the aggression part, like, kind of turns everything upside down.
It does. It makes it worse.
One of the things that I'm not gonna say I cannot. One of the things that I'm not gonna deal with is disrespect. And a lot of times aggression comes with disrespect, because when a person is angry, I learned this in my anger management class. That anger is good for protection, it's good for survival mode, and it's also good for people who wouldn't normally speak their minds when they were calm, but when they're upset, it gives them the energy to speak their mind. So a lot of times that aggression shit come with disrespect, and men don't want to hear.
Yeah, they don't. And men don't do well.
I mean, shit. Women don't want to hear that shit. Like I don't want to hear. I mean, if you sitting me down and we face to face and we sipping some wine and I turn to you and say, babe, look, this how I'm feeling. This was going on. That's no aggression attached to that. You can just honestly hear, and you probably can disagree with what I'm saying, right? But at least you hear it in a way where you're like, okay, I think I hear what he's saying.
Yeah, you can.
You might not get it right away, but it's no aggression. You're not being disrespectful. It ain't nothing crazy going on. So it's like, what the fuck? So that's why I say I understand when she say, people, if
you're frustrated,
I get it. But at what point, like, if you so frustrated that you don't have a man, how do you end up getting a man? Do you continue to be that frustrated where you can be, all your aggression is going to be disrespectful and all of that? Like, come on, man.
And I know. Yeah, but people just need to just do. I'm just so tired of the I don't have a man conversation. And what women need to do is to stop. Please find some business, and trust me, a man will come. Like, if the more that you think about not having a man, you won't have a man. You will not have a man if you keep about
if I can start pinpointing some of these posts that I see online with women talking about their woe is me and I'm single shit.
Yeah, I'm tired of that. I'm tired of it.
Laughable.
And you know what? And you know what, Kevin, what a lot of these single women need to start doing, they really need to be happy with their life as it is. I'm telling you, because that's when the men really come. They really come to you when your life, when you're just fine with your life. Like, being single is not sad, it's not boring, it's not lonely. When you really start just accepting your life as it is, men will come. Like,
it's a lot of lonely,
not that hard.
People out here. People need. I need. You don't need shit.
You don't need shit.
All you need to do is get your ass up, go the fuck to work, and pay your fucking bills, and then.
And have fun in the meantime.
He may pop up one day, and then when he do pop up, and he is nice, and he does do stuff for you, there's something wrong with him.
Then they wonder why.
So for me, getting a divorce, I didn't date for 2 years straight.
Why? And you were probably happy. You weren't like,
I need to find who I am again, because I lost myself in my marriage, Joe.
Oh my gosh, Kevin, it's that hard.
I'm telling you, I'm just saying.
And Kevin, most of these people that are having those little posts, like, well, they haven't even found themselves yet. That's why they're not finding nobody. They haven't taken the time out to do it.
Angel said something to me one day, and this was like 2 years ago when we had a conversation on a podcast, and she was like, the saying is, to get over a man, you get under another one. I was like,
I know people have always said, yeah, my grandmother. It is.
That's what we teaching the women.
But I feel because I know. I mean, a lot of women had told me that. But the sad thing is most of your life, that's what you have been doing until you really stop and be like, wait, hold up. I don't even know myself yet. I don't even know myself, and I'm sitting here 30-something and don't know myself. That's a problem. That's a problem. So I would tell.
I mean, for me, and I can only speak for me. I'm not gonna say hate it. I'm not gonna use the word hate because hatred is bad. But I did not really care for being involved with a woman and within my divorce process because my ex took me through so much. I was like, you know what?
I agree.
I don't need you texting me. I don't need you calling me. I don't need you asking me where the fuck I'm at. I don't need you to ask me shit. So in order to alleviate that, I'm just not gonna be out there. I'm gonna be at work. I remember one day I came home from work. I left out at 5 o'clock in the morning, and I think I got home at 11:30. My mother was at the top of the step when I came in. She was like, "You gonna eat something?" I was like, "Yeah, I might eat something." She said, "Well, I left something in the microwave for you." I was like, "All right." She was like, "You gonna keep working like this?" I was like, "Mom, until I find myself." She was like,
and Kevin, yeah, and then once you find yourself,
I would rather be productive and making money and doing something productive than being at the fucking bar talking to some woman that I'm not even going to end up like. Come on, like it doesn't make sense to me. Waste with people dying the way they dying nowadays. There's no need to waste time. Oh, and what's your name? And where you grew up? And you don't like none of that shit.
And you know, just like
having I ain't fake like that. I'm gonna get up. Excuse, okay, thank you for your car. Where you going? Where you this, and you smoke cigarettes. I can't do it. I ain't gonna waste my time. I know that sound kind of shallow. If you dating a nigga and y'all get home and you tell a nigga he gotta take his motherfucking shoes off when he come in the house, he take his shoes off, you go in the kitchen to make y'all a little drink and come back out and you smell this, you like, what the fuck is that? And he's sitting there looking at you, rubbing his toes, looking at the game, talking about what's what? Nigga, that's your feet, nigga, get the fuck out of here. But because it's some women out here that's so pressed for a man,
so desperate,
man, they would ignore that shit.
And guess what?
I'm not ignoring shit. No, well, I ain't saying now, but I mean when I was in my going through my divorce process, I wasn't just accepting anything. Like, nah, Sean.
No, because you're trying to find yourself.
We good.
No, but it's one of those things.
Somebody say that's not true. That's why that's not true. That's not why some folks haven't found someone. Bullshit.
That's why folks haven't.
Daphne, you know I love you, but for some of the people that I know,
you got to find yourself first.
It is exactly why these motherfuckers are still stuck on stupid. I'm telling you what I know.
You'll never find a person.
In Detroit, in that area, it might be different. But in the DC, Maryland, Virginia area, oh, shit fucked up.
And you know what? And I'm going to tell you, Kevin, that's what we just talking about is worldwide. No, what we just talking about, Kevin, what we just talking about is worldwide. That's how you're going to find a good person. You really have to find yourself and be good with yourself. So you can really find somebody, and a lot of women don't want to hear that. A lot of women want to blame men for them being single. They want to blame themselves.
Brian Patterson, Renee Sebastian himself said that half of them are lonely because they don't know how to be genuinely friends with the person first.
Because they don't like themselves, Brian. That's why they don't know how to be genuine friends. And let me tell you something. Let me like I'm in school. Let me say something too. To kind of piggyback on what Brian was saying too. It's to me the rush of trying to hurry up and get with somebody. Can I get to know you and we genuinely be friends?
Watch this. Look what somebody just put. What are y'all assuming? It's only about salary? No. We're past that. We're past that.
Or was this the old comment from when we were talking about?
Yeah, it has to be. I just don't want to go past nobody's comment. Marissa, what's going on, Marissa? What's going on? So my man Gene says she's speaking true, 40 something. Yo, it's crazy. And look, now Daphne laughing. She talking about it is true.
Because I had to do no reason why I'm saying it. And the only reason why I'm saying it because I had to do it. It's like I get now a different quality of men because I did the work on myself. I don't even get the same men I used to get. I don't even know who those men are anymore.
There you go.
I don't.
There you go. And it's hard. And it's gonna be hard for a lot of people to get to that point. But once you get to that point, then you'll understand. Like, right, you might not be at that point right now, which is fine. But when you get to that point, you might double back and be like, "Oh, damn, I remember what Macy was saying. That makes sense." And I mean, it do because it happened for me. I'm not saying I was a hoe. I'm not saying that I was, what's my man that played on that movie? Shit, I can't think of the name.
These Bigelow.
Was it that? No, with the black dude, with Eddie Griffin. What was the movie that Eddie Griffin played in?
Oh my God. Dang, I know what you're talking about.
Right.
I know exactly.
Well, I'm not saying that, but I'm saying that if once I got married, I shut this. I was off the market, so to speak. When I got married, I was off the market, and I ain't gonna lie, matey. When I got married, when I got married,
yeah,
and put that ring on, and we'll go to the bar. Shit. How you doing? I'm like, wait, what the fuck?
See, but these ain't. Yeah, but these are not quality women.
And you know what the saying was all the time. Are you happy? What?
Yeah, these are not quality. These are not quality. And hopefully, men know that if a woman is still approaching you and you have the ring on, these are not quality women that you should be. Those are the hoes. So if you want that, definitely just go for it.
I'm in a relationship. I have a man, and they're like, well, "Can you have friends?" Like that's
same. I mean, but to me,
those are the fuck boys. Like these ain't high quality.
But to me now, being a little older, I pay attention to people's comments because it's what they think. And when I hear what's coming from here out your mouth, I know. Excuse me, because I need to go to the other end of the bar. You can spew that shit with somebody that's gonna deal with that shit, but I don't want to hear that shit because I already know where you going. So I don't want to deal with that shit. I already know what type of person you are. You the type of person, and I mean, I don't want to say nothing because I don't want to hurt nobody's feelings. But I just feel like when people do stuff, if you're gonna do it and live with it. But don't turn around and when people find out that you did it, you feel a certain type of way. Like you did it. Like what the fuck? Like come on now. Like I don't understand. I ain't gonna say I don't understand, but I never really understood how people get married and go have multiple fucking relationships with women. How?
Because that person wasn't down for the marriage. That I think goes so much deeper than that. It just goes so much deeper.
Why? Like what?
I mean,
not if when you get caught, what the fuck gonna happen?
Yeah, they have to suffer the consequences.
Yo, I remember Angel told me a story about her. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. She said the nigga moved his whole family closer to her. I was like, what?
You know what?
Who the fuck? What? That? Who the fuck? You're married. You in an entanglement, and you moved your whole situation closer to your jump off? Really? That's what we doing?
Yeah, no, but that.
Okay.
It's love. Sometimes people fall in love with the entanglement.
No judgment from me because we do what the fuck we do. We live, we grow, we learn. What the fuck?
Yeah, of course.
But the process in between, I'm like, damn. So this niggas really out here cheating on their women and moving their whole house.
It probably gets definitely even worse than that. But see, it goes back to being with somebody that you don't even like. It goes all the way back to that.
Yeah. So okay, my friend Joaquin said, so Chris said nobody got time for that. No, we don't, Chris. Somebody said people don't know how to expect real love or because they are accustomed to the bull they have been getting for so long. So I think that is believable too. But you can get out of that and not deal with the bullshit. You can go the opposite way now. You got bullshit and not bullshit. You gonna keep going down bullshit street or you gonna go down non-bullshit?
But Kevin, that's the time that you have to heal. That's the time that you gotta be by yourself, especially when you see a pattern. Because I know for me, I used to date in a pattern. And I had to really get in with myself. Like, I'm not going to blame these men anymore. Why do I keep on attracting the same sort of treatment, the same sort of man? That's the time that you really need for yourself and look inside yourself and see what's up, what's going on with you.
So my homie from Detroit said that wasn't that No, because that wasn't my narrative, so you can't say that. Okay, it wasn't your narrative, but it's a lot of other people's narrative.
But did Daphne really do? But did Daphne really do the work? Because a lot of women do say, "Oh, I did." Did you? But did you really do it?
A lot. I was only interested in a genuine connection and things that are most important to me. I know who and what I am, and know what I want, and most importantly, I know what I want. Yeah, most people know what they want, but some people don't know what the fuck they want.
No, they don't. Because I want to say,
yeah, they don't even know what they don't even know what they want. Like they think they know what they want, but they don't even know what it look like. They don't even know.
I was about to, Kevin. But that's why you have to know yourself. So that's why you keep on jumping in.
Like Joaquin just said though. Joaquin just said that you've been dealing with bullshit so long.
You don't know what
that's some bullshit.
But it's because you
deal
really
with drama. You deal with the lies that I ain't gonna do it no more. I ain't gonna do it no more. The fuck.
But you know what, Kevin? Like I know for me what happened within that time that I took by myself. I didn't even really know even what my love language was all those years. I found out what that was, my needs and all that. I didn't know none of that. I didn't know any of that stuff. None of it. It's like once you really know that stuff, it really ain't no stopping you.
My man Gene said, look, full transparency. I'm 43 after abusive relationship, 20 years of military. I'm learning I'm not who I thought I was. I'm finna hit the Arabian desert like Paul, God, and self-fam. Hey, listen, but when you've been through a lot, you can identify what the fuck you don't want to deal with no more. And I don't give a fuck how hard it is, like, because you've grown to like the person, but when they giving you bullshit, you like,
you're gonna cut it right then and there.
You be easy. Yeah. Fuck out of here, man. And I mean, I know his situation, so that's why I'm reading it, because I know the abusive shit that he's gone through. So
yeah.
I mean, once you done with that, you like, man, fuck that shit.
I'm not doing that.
I'm not dealing with that shit no more.
Nope.
Convenience and money. That's why a lot of people who do that stupid shit do it. I mean, listen, people with money don't think about consequences. They just do what the fuck they do, man. They don't give a fuck. Like most of the people down here, like in Fort Lauderdale or like Miami or West Palm Beach, these motherfuckers know they shouldn't be on their phone and they don't know how to drive and they weave through lanes, but they don't give a fuck because they in the Bentley and they dare you to hit them. And if I'm in my F-150 and it's a nigga in the Bentley, I'm not gonna hit no motherfucking Bentley. I'm gonna try to get the fuck away from him. So people do what the fuck they do. They don't give a fuck. They do not give a fuck, Joe. I'm just telling you. Look, somebody said wasting everybody's time. Exactly.
Wasting everybody's time.
John,
everybody's time.
My OG said a male Commander fan said he will cheat on his wife with Uncle Clifford. That's fucked up. Hey, J5. Hey, J5, that's fucked up.
Wow.
From another Commander fan, that's fucked up, dog. That is terrible. She talking about J5, shut up.
Who said that?
But I mean, again, I'm like, unless you know, unless you done been through some shit, like, come on, man. Marissa said, what? Been working on myself for 3 years and not can't and like for myself. I think I understand.
Yes. No, but I know.
And that's what it is. I mean, you have to get back to that point. And I mean, I hear you say the cliche thing about, you know, being able to love yourself first, but it's absolutely true, because when I went to therapy and my therapist showed me ways to give myself affirmations, to give myself confidence, Kevin. I was like, damn, I ain't never did this before. But when you go outside, you're more confident, you're more positive about yourself, not anybody else, but just yourself. And once you get that, it's like you're not gonna stoop down to mediocrity. You're not gonna stoop down to somebody else's level that you know gonna give you some bullshit. Like it just is what it is. Say real talk. Real talk, right? In this season, chances are I ain't gonna be feeling her, and she ain't gonna like me. I mean, listen, hey Jane, I hear you, Slim, but all I can tell you is at the end of the day, it has to be about you, though. And somebody told me when I was going through my divorce that I had to take everybody out the equation. My ex-wife, my daughters, my family, everybody cannot. Nobody can be in the only person in the equation is you. What the fuck is gonna make you happy?
Yep.
It's gonna be hard. And she told me, she said it's gonna be difficult for you to do this, but I need you to take everybody out the equation and tell me what is gonna make Kevin happy. And I told her I wanted to make some money, I wanted to pay bills, I wanted to start my old business, and I did all of that shit.
You see that?
I wasn't home. I wasn't home that much. And I remember even one time talking to a lady, and I was like, not saying that you're not attractive. I was like, but I'm just so busy. She was like, oh, here you go. You must got multiple women. And I just looked at her and I was just like,
hey, no, I'm just
focused on women. I'm talking about I'm busy because I got a business. I'm doing a business. What you sell drugs? I literally got my drink. I literally got my drink and told her good night and went to the other side of the bar. And as I was walking to the other side of the bar, you should have heard the name she was calling me. Conceited, fake, and that's why niggas like you ain't got no. I was like, damn.
Wow, see, it's those women that
and tell women how you feeling without them getting defense. I'm like, damn.
But those are the women that give. But Kevin, see, those are the women that give women a bad name. Like, God knows that's ooh.
So and it probably was. And I mean, I don't let anybody else's insecurities bother me at all, because I feel like I had mine, I'm over it. Now you need to deal with yours, and I'm not gonna let yours bother me, right? Yeah. And so I'm still confused about this, and we are an hour in, and I know we ain't gonna get through all of this, but I'm gonna try. But I am confused about this, and I'm pretty sure a lot of people saw this, and I still don't know if it was hazing, if it was a joke. I mean, because it wasn't a joke to us.
Oh, yeah, that's
understand. What the fuck was this little boy doing on TV with this team, and these white kids was putting fucking cotton in his head?
I don't know.
Hey, you know what fucked me up the most? I'm gonna let you go, mate. But you know what fucked me up the most? This is what fucks me up the most. The narrative, the fucking media. Why the fuck is the camera on this little boy while y'all cutting to the commercial? And you know what the commentator said? Oh, well, it's just little leaguers being little leaguers. Man, get the fuck out of here, man.
I know.
Bullshit, man. Why the fuck do we have to keep getting treated a certain type of way, and when we react and not respond, now we fucking animals? No, man, get the fuck out of here. Are you fucking kidding? If I was that little boy's father and I saw that shit, I'm beelining to that month, wherever the fuck they. What the fuck y'all doing over here? Fuck is going on? Like, what the fuck? Yeah. Oh, yeah, Jim is just little leaguers being little leaguers. Man, get the fuck out of here, man. And he just sitting there, and in my mind, I'm like, what the fuck is he thinking? Like, is this something that he had to do? Is this something that he told him he was going to do?
I'm just very confused with that story. And then I'm like, and then why cotton? Why cotton? I mean, like, cotton.
It could have been. What's the little things that we put in little girls' hair? The little beads.
Like it could have been or something. But it was like cotton in his hair. And then this majority of his teammates were white. I did see like one other black boy, but it was like the majority of them were white. They weren't black doing that to him. And I'm just like, where is his parents? Everybody's like, where is the coach? The coach is probably white. I'm not trying to say, but I'm just like, and his parents, I mean, what is going on? That would not have flew with me at all. Like I didn't like that at all.
Sometimes I know I got to catch myself before I say something. Because you got me, man. You got me.
I was very serious when I saw that.
Man, you got me fucked all the way up. Somebody's son getting fucked up on sight. I ain't
somebody's son, somebody's coach. Like
national. I mean, and not because it was national TV, but national.
It wasn't going to cut before commercial to that. And then the guy was like,
commercial, like, oh yeah, it's a wonderful game, Jim. Oh yeah. Oh, look at the little leaguers being little leaguers. Man, get the fuck out of here.
No, but then Kevin, did you hear? We was like, well, he said, well, win in Rome. Win in Rome? What are you talking about?
They not in Rome, nigga. The fuck?
I said, what are they talking? Like he said, well, win in Rome.
Win in Rome.
Where they do that?
Win in Rome, you do what Romans do.
What does that have to do with these
Like, what the fuck? Cotton? Like, of all things, cotton. Come on, yeah. With racism at its peak right now, come on.
It's like, it's
man.
that, and then he's just sitting there, and oh my gosh, I just didn't like that one at all.
I don't get it, man. Woo. Okay, Marissa says some white people, not all, and I do emphasize on some, always want to take us backwards instead of letting us drive and gain worth, education, accomplishments that we are so far behind on. I agree. Yeah. And why is that? Because they're intimidated, they're scared, they know who we are. I wish we knew who we were, like what we were capable of. Like we are. Mm-hmm. Listen, when they talk about America and they talk about who built America, who built America? White people, right? Out of here. Yeah, ain't no white people built America, man. Get the fuck out of here. Who? Okay, before it was cars, before it was all that other shit, what the fuck was it? Railroads. Who the fuck was making railroads? We were. Get the fuck out of here, man. I mean, don't that shit.
We were just doing anything. We were. I mean, we were just doing
these kids were wrong. They knew exactly what they were doing. That cotton meant something. What happened to pouring Gatorade on your teammate? Exactly.
Right. Yeah. What happened with that? And then too.
Exactly.
And we have to educate our kids too on like little racist stuff like that. Like
somebody said that today. Somebody said, but
we need to do that because my son, because the way I talk to my son,
this young there's no did not know that was fucked up.
Yeah, my son is 9 years old. There is no way at his age he will not let nobody put cotton in his hair. He already knows that.
No.
So it's just like we need to just do more of that.
Because when the principal called me and said, "Oh yeah, your son beat up 4 kids," what happened? Wow. Oh, there was fucking cotton in his head. Oh, okay. I'm on my way up there to get my son. The fuck? Are you gonna discipline him? No, I'm taking the nigga to go get some ice cream. The fuck? He did a good job. Fuck you, man.
So it's just like, and especially I'm just gonna say, especially in diverse environments like baseball and the baseball team, you have to come in there awake. You gotta come in very conscious.
Marissa's basically saying that they are definitely intimidated of us surpassing. Of course,
yeah,
of course. When I really I'm about to show Angel this shit because I don't show a lot of people this shit, right? Mm-hmm. If I can find it, hopefully I can still find it. Hopefully I can still find it. So I'm gonna come out of here. Go here. Yeah. Damn, I can't find it. How I knew this was gonna happen. So a while back, Tony Man sent me a file on Gmail, on Google, on Google Drive, mm-hmm. And it was titled Black History. And when you clicked it, it was just fucking fold after fold after fold, and it was just all black. Frederick Douglass, fucking Marcus Garvey. I mean, it was just so much black. I got stuck one night reading it. And it was just like that. Like, we are it. We are America.
We are
fucking America, yeah. But white people just don't like that shit.
All white people have always done is steal. So they
not all. They stole, then the Chinese, and then the Germans, and then
everybody stole. Yeah, everyone has stole from us.
They stole the documentary with Tokyo. Them motherfuckers think they black.
I mean, even before the years of slavery, like, because we're the ones who even. But we're the ones that even like discuss create the library system. How we even do the libraries today, that came from Africa. I mean, math, geometry. I mean, all the.
Listen,
look at me. I get so
talking to our kids is I would say talking to our kids about what's going on now as much as we can.
You have to.
Is a must.
Yeah, but you have to.
Sometimes I know we try to wait for them to bring stuff up, but now it's not the time.
And I get really passionate about this, Kevin, because growing up especially when I started middle school, my mother had us go to school out in Georgetown. Especially when you are in environments where you gotta be around them, because you gotta be around them. Like I'm just imagine.
She sent her kids uptown to good schools. I ain't mad at that.
No, nothing's wrong. Nothing's wrong with that. But you gotta educate your children before they get into those environments, because those environments are the ones where you get the slight racism, the undertone of racism, and kids. Sometimes you know that, you don't know that, but you gotta be really, because I can imagine that little boy on that baseball team. I can imagine, because I know when I first went to Hardy Middle School, coming from my neighborhood and now to go to Georgetown, so many racial undertones that I had to deal with. I didn't know what those were. I didn't until I came home. My mother told me, like, oh, they're saying this because of that. They said, like, just ignorant stuff. Then by the time I got to Wilson, I was prepared. I was still going to school with white kids, but by that time you're prepared for their little, because white people will give it to you. They will. White people love undertone racism.
So Angel said her kids went to both of the schools that you just mentioned.
Well, Hardy and Wilson.
She said they went to both.
Yeah. So I love those schools to death, but however, those are like, that's for me. It was my first experience really being around white kids, like, and then experience their, I guess, little dose of racism that they're learning at home. They bring it to school. And so you just gotta educate your kids. You guys gotta be aware and be on kind of.
My man Gene said educate them when they are whitewashing history, and we are assuming the kids' parents were black. He may have been adopted by someone other than black parents. That's too prevalent these days. There's a plus to keeping black children out of the system, but there's some negatives too. Who's going to teach our unapologetic history in that case? I mean, I think it'd be the black teachers and us as parents, like to really tell kids. I'm not necessarily teaching them, but just showing them what the resource is so they can kind of go find the information on themselves. Because it's one thing for us to tell it to them, but for them to see it and find it on their own and get an understanding for themselves, they like, damn, like, yeah, like it's. I mean, but it's a lot of youngers that's it though.
Black history definitely has been watered down more
over
the generations, even from when we were in
elementary schools. Of course.
We they taught it really heavy in our schools. Now they don't even really touch on it.
See, that's why you gotta be, I mean,
even remember in February, like every channel always had Black History movies.
Yeah, Black History movies. Parades, documentaries, all that shit.
That really,
you got to go looking for.
Now it's commercials about Valentine's.
And I wouldn't even say that. What I will say to that is, the age of information wasn't what it was then, like it is now. So I think society is like, if you want to learn it, you need to go find it.
But then too, as parents, but I feel just as Black parents, that's one of our responsibilities. Because I know for me and my son, like, I don't wait for his school to teach certain things. I mean, especially when it comes to our culture, our community, like or just being a proud Black boy. I'm not going to wait for his school to do that for him. Like, I'm going to do that for him. So we got to be a little bit more on top of our Blackness when it comes to our kids.
Somebody said, y'all think y'all got that much influence over these kids? They are definitely different. Yeah, they are different.
But I think parents still have.
But I think as a parent, you do have some influence on your child.
I absolutely.
If you're doing a decent job, as a parent, I think you will have a certain amount of influence. And I mean, to the point where if I see you doing something wrong or it don't make sense, we need to have a conversation. I'm not about to beat your ass. I'm not about to cuss you out, but we need to have a motherfucking conversation. And a couple curse words might come out. I might get a little emotional, but that's just so you know what the fuck is going on. That's it.
And so especially
if parents are doing a decent job of parenting, that you can have some influence. Now, again, with parents in the house that's not necessarily teaching these white kids what Black history is, then they don't fucking know. So they coming out the house doing what the fuck ever. So that go both ways. So it's influence in kids that don't know. and then it's influence
No,
on kids that do
yeah,
know. So I
I
think
do
it's
know.
both ways. Like,
But
these
yeah,
motherfucking white kids ain't fucking dumbified to what the fuck they was putting on that little boy's head. They not dumb to the fact that they know that was
knew what it
pop.
was. They
Like, come on, man.
knew what they
Now
was
they
doing.
might not know, they might not understand the significance
Yeah,
of the
but they
cotton,
know.
but they damn sure.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure they know where the fuck that shit came from. Hell
Yeah, they do. They know the undertones of that. They do.
So there's a lot.
Mhm.
There's a lot out there, and this new generation will question everything. Of course, I agree with that. We not. I'm not going to disagree with that. I'm not going to disagree with that at all. That right there, that remains to be seen. So I mean, this shit right here, I need to know about this. This is going to break it up a little bit. So I was watching this video, and this lady texted her husband and was like, "Hey, babe, I got a friend coming over to see me. Might have a couple drinks or whatever." The man come home, and it's a fucking dude. And the dude is like, "Wait, what the fuck? You told me a friend was coming over. You ain't tell me it was a man." The wife was like, "Oh, I had to tell you it was a man." What?
Yeah, she had to tell me it was a man.
What? Are you fucking kidding me?
Thing to walk in for on both ends. One for the company, the guest that you have over, and then two for your man who's walking in and saying that it's a dude that he don't know sitting in his living room.
Let me. Well, they wasn't in the living room. They was on the patio. They was on the patio. But let me give it some context. It's a husband and a wife. They produce content on Facebook all the time. So they like do funny shit. So they did this skit, right? And it made me think though, this is a real life situation. Like you call your man and you tell your man, "Oh yeah, your friend from school, y'all gonna hang out," and he come home and it's a nigga. You like, wait,
I know, right? Yeah.
This is Richard. Okay,
Yeah,
what the fuck you doing? Like, what
she should have definitely told him that it was a guy friend.
Oh, we not even going. Man, look,
exactly.
She gonna want a glass of wine ASAP, and she gonna sit down in front of you. So, what's your name? And why you here? Why you know my husband? And oh yeah, she about to get the business.
Absolutely,
about to get the business, Joe. That's
absolutely.
Let me see. Gene said I had to have a serious conversation with my 12-year-old talking about the prevalence of black girls being snatched. It's a real, it was real, but she has been asking me follow-up questions since it's sinking in. So sometimes it's got to be intense and passionate to drill it at home. Yes.
Oh wow, yeah. So they can know like
because if you saying it, boo, make sure you watch out for this. Okay, Dad.
Ready to have
that. Yeah.
Young minds, they're very inquisitive. So once you open up Pandora's box, they come in with questions. So you can't get frustrated because okay, now they keep on asking you about the same stuff because they want to know.
Yeah. Oh, and not even that. And not even that. They see shit too. So now that you telling it to them, they're like, "Oh damn! If Pop's telling me this, then this shit real for real."
Yeah, then it's true. Yeah,
absolutely.
Yeah, and especially if your kids like have respect level for you, or they look up to you, they're gonna listen. They're gonna listen.
What to say? Aretha Franklin said it best. RESPECT. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I agree, man. I just feel like, man, we, I mean, again, we talk about so much shit, all the time, and this next one is just, oh my god, like I just don't understand why people insist on making these fake ass videos because this has to be fake. It was a CNN thing, and the lady was talking, and it said DC, and somebody texted me and was like, "Oh, y'all got some hood rats in DC." I said, "Listen. First and foremost, me being from DC, I could tell you that young lady that was talking, she was not from DC. She sounded like she was from North Carolina some motherfucking way." So I was watching the video, and I don't know how real it is, but the context was when you turn your baby daddy in for $20,000, a $20,000 reward after he allegedly robbed a bank and told you that he did it. Why the fuck would you turn your baby father in for 20 stacks? Knowing that he ain't gonna be able to see his kids no more. That don't even make sense. I mean, I know it's probably women out there that'll do it, but when I saw
we didn't know that. But see, we didn't know like what sort of baby father is he? Like she probably really needed that $20,000.
What difference do it make, man? What difference do it make? $20,000 and you're putting your kids in a situation where they're not going to see their father no more. That's some fucked up karma on your part.
Well, first of all, no one's really talking about why is the dad robbing a bank. That's fine. Okay, we talking about it's wrong for her to turn him in. Why was he robbing a bank? He's wrong. Why are you robbing a bank?
Listen,
let's go all the way back to who was wrong first.
Leah said,
why are you robbing a bank?
Leah said the same thing that I thought about when I first heard this shit. Why the fuck did he tell her?
He probably thought that she wouldn't tell him.
I mean, that's his
right now. If I go out this motherfucking house right now and inadvertently get into some shit and I crush a nigga, I'm not gonna come home and tell you I did that.
Yes, you would. You would. Because I know my baby
panicking and shit. I be worried about everything. You know that I'm an overthinker and I'm an overreactor.
And I'm not telling her nothing.
I know.
Oh, what's wrong with your hands? Oh, I just fell. That's it.
I know my son's father would definitely tell me if you robbed the bank. I know he would tell me.
I'm not telling you
because that's the sort of relationship we have. I mean, I wouldn't turn him in. But he would probably tell me, like, guess what I just did.
But you can't control. But you can't control whether a motherfucker gonna turn you in or not. You don't know.
You can't control that.
Because I don't want to go to court and have to be in it. Once you tell something, your name is in it, and you are in it.
You are in it.
You are very much on the documents. You are now being subpoenaed to court. You going to go to trial. And all that stuff. And I
niggas talk, my man Chris talking about gas expensive. Yeah, it is. It is expensive. You ask why would a nigga rob a bank? There you go. Gas is expensive, dog.
No, but
I gotta get to work.
I mean, gosh, I could imagine why he robbed the bank. But the other thing is that he probably didn't get enough money because the reward was probably bigger than what he got.
Nah,
maybe that's why she turned him in.
If the reward was 20,000, he stole more than 20. If the reward was 20, he took more than 20. He definitely took more than 20.
Maybe he told her that she wasn't going to get nothing, so she was just like, "Well, fuck it, I'm about to turn you in then."
And that's but I still don't think that shit was real though. I don't. I mean, who am I? I don't know. All right. So before it get too late, I do want to talk about this one. So I'm gonna bring this one up real quick because I think this is very relevant for right now. So former Louisville police officer pleads guilty for lying on a warrant that was signed by a judge that in the result was the death of Breonna Taylor. And so this officer, I don't know, I'm not 100% sure why she pled guilty, but I can tell you that, you know, as people, not using race, but as people, when you do shit wrong, that shit fuck with you.
Yeah.
When even people that do shit wrong that probably don't give a fuck, but it still does something to them. Like it still makes them think about it. Like damn, I did
consciousness. That. Yeah, he up at them. Yeah.
And so I think now, so I think now it's gonna hopefully, I think it'll kind of reverse itself because it'll be like, okay, she lied. Okay. What type of questions did the judge ask? Because normally in that situation, the judge is supposed to ask the detectives or the officers who bring them the information for the warrant. Is this sufficient? How do you know this? How do you know? And then they sign the warrant. And it's like, I don't know. I don't know. I just feel like it's a lot of police officers going to jail. It's a lot of them getting charged. I ain't mad at it at all. I ain't mad at it because the same amount that's getting held accountable is still another amount out here still doing the bullshit with the dude that I was just talking to you about in Florida. Lady was coming home from a vacation. Police officer double back over. She got 3 babies in the back seat. She 4 months pregnant. She pulled over in the gas station. He get mad. As soon as he get out of the car, he got his gun out. I mean, why the fuck you got your gun out? Stop, dog. Like, what the fuck? Like, come on. Like, but guess what he did, though? Resign. But guess what he gonna go do, though?
What?
He gonna go get a job somewhere else and do the same shit again. Like, come on, man. A motherfucking traffic stop shouldn't have to be like this. A traffic stop. Even
And even when he was attempting to pull her over, she put her hazards on and everything. In my mind, police training has to come into play, Joe. If I'm trying to pull you over and I'm a police officer and you put your hazards on, okay, why is she putting her hazards on? That I see you, but I want to pull over somewhere where something like, because what he was trying to pull her over at was pitch black dark.
Yeah, that was too. Yeah, I'm sorry.
As a police officer, you're a human being too. Come on, dog. You're not pulling over in the. Come on.
That's your right as a passenger.
Come on, man.
It's like really written in documentation that you can put
Will.
hazards and go somewhere to where you feel protected, and the police is only supposed to just follow you to where you get pulling over at.
Yeah, because
he was pissed because he was yelling at her, talking about, if you don't pull over, I'm gonna put you down.
Yeah, and then when she was explaining to him, he was like, lies. Okay,
yeah.
I'm like, what?
What are you talking about, bro? And you had to do your due diligence and look in the car and see them kids in the back seat.
Yeah, he did.
How did you feel after you saw that?
And then he
check the perimeter and see how many people is in the car.
I mean,
then she even apologized. Then she even apologized. And he still was like, "No, sorry for." He said, "Sorry for your lies." I'm like, "Oh, he's out of control."
Yeah. So I mean,
out of control.
For all police officers, that should be one.
Nah, and not even that, boo. Not to cut you off. Not even that. I tell people this all the fucking time. All of this energy that we got about police officers when they do something wrong, guess what? Go down to the local precinct and put all that energy on some paper. Because now, when you do that, now they got a track record of what police officers is doing fucking what. It ain't got to be no big ass surprise that Officer Smith got 15 people out here, he done fucked up. Why? Because now it's all documented. Yeah. We don't take the time to document shit.
That's true.
I do that shit. You disrespect me, and I know I ain't did nothing wrong. I need your name and your badge number, and I'm going right to the police. I remember I drove to I think that's what I don't know what station that is, right there on Ritchie Road. The state trooper birds, but I went in that motherfucker, and the sergeant that was in there wouldn't even give me the paperwork to file a report against one of his.
What?
So I had to call my lawyer. She was like,
but then it's that shit that happened.
Put him on speaker. There you go. The fuck.
See, but then it's that shit. See that?
It's
see,
like,
that's
but I didn't let that deter me, because I wanted to let motherfuckers know that this motherfucker was fucked up, because even when he gave me my license back, the nigga threw it in the car. So it was under my seat somewhere. So when I got to the police station, I asked the sergeant to come outside, and I explained to him what was going on. He was like, "So where's your license?" I said, "You show me where it's at." I opened my door. I said, "You show me where it's at." He found it. It was in my seat, but it was under my passenger seat, like in the back.
What?
He said, "How'd your license get back there?" I pointed at the officer. I said, "Ask him." The nigga went to go smack my finger. I said, and I balled my face. I said, "Smack my finger." He grabbed his gun. I said, "Man, nobody think about that gun, nigga. I told you when we was on motherfucking 95, nigga, I'm a grown fucking man. You grabbing your gun, don't do nothing for me, dog. Nothing." And I ain't gonna lie, a month later, maybe a month or two later, he ended up being a police officer that was Applebee's in Forestville, right?
The Applebee's.
He was the police officer in Applebee's that got killed because he put a motherfucker out. He was really aggressive. Wow. The motherfucker walked across the street to Forest Creek, came back, shot up his whole motherfucking police car, and killed his ass.
Wow.
Same police officer. And they say he wasn't on the force. He wasn't on the force 2 years. And when he pulled me over, guess what he said? "Give me your motherfucking license." I said, "Man, you tripping." Man. I cracked the window. I said, "Man, you tripping, man. Call the sergeant, man. I'm not giving you shit." He started grabbing my door. I said, "Man, the door is locked." I said, "If you bust my window, then that's just gonna be more for me and my lawyer to fuck with you. So do what you do." He called like 3 other cars. They pull up. They all surrounded my car. Man, I don't give a shit about that. That shit don't do nothing.
This was just a random.
The whole time I'm talking to him, my hands is on the steering wheel, so I ain't moving my hands. My hands is on the steering wheel, and I wasn't thinking to the point to take my phone out and record. I'm like, man, like, what the fuck? Like, what's the problem? He was like, "Oh, you passed me going too fast."
So you don't know how fast I was going? You was going faster than me. Man, get the fuck, man. Call your sergeant, cuz. Call your sergeant, man.
That is crazy.
Fuck out of here.
That's
I kindly took the next exit, turned around, went to the motherfucking police barracks, and motherfucking filed a police report on his ass. And I don't want to say it was 2 months that he did some shit to a nigga and Applebee's. Nigga walked over, tiptoed over the Forest Creek, tiptoed back, shot that nigga in the front of the motherfucking Applebee's. Shot his whole car. I was like, see, it's shit like that, dog. And I knew somebody that was in there that night, and they was like, he, you know, while he was putting them out, he roughed them up a little bit. I was like, but it ain't that serious. It ain't always got to be that. Like,
why?
Doesn't mean you motherfucking unstoppable, man. Like, you still your vest stops bullets from here down, not from here up.
Yeah, no.
Like, come on, man. Like, come on, man. Come on. Now this one right here, and I'm done after this.
Yeah,
so it says Timmy was arrested for going to his ops grave site on his birthday and killing his ops mother who was visiting his grave. I was like, what the fuck?
I don't understand why was that serious. Like, why?
So first of all, why did you? No, fuck that. If he's your ops, your opposition, why the fuck are you at his grave site on his birthday?
I know, yeah,
you wanted somebody to be there. So in my mind, this was premeditated murder.
Oh yeah, no, absolutely.
Why the fuck are you there?
His grave site to see if somebody's there.
Like, why the fuck were you there? Yeah, the dude, like, come on, like, what? So,
it's premeditated.
So, when we talk about the G code, when we talk about, you know, the shit that's going on in the street, this shit has nothing to do with this younger generation. They don't have any morals. They don't have no respect. They don't give a fuck. I feel like
it's like a video game. Like the more bodies is like you collecting points or coins or some shit.
I said this a few years ago, and I'm gonna keep fucking saying it until somebody decides it is a good idea. Mm-hmm. You have a police record of these people. You clearly see that they're going to be in your court over and over and over again. You know who they are. You know where they at. You know where they hang out. You know. Go round their ass up. Take their ass overseas. They don't need no GI Bill. Just drop their ass off, get them some guns and some bullets and tell them to shoot that way.
And then just because obviously that's what they.
If they already doing it, just
they're already doing it. So you might as well, yeah. You know what, Kevin? Yeah.
Out of here. They send them overseas and just. They don't need no GI Bill. They don't need no benefits. They don't need none of that shit. And when they tour us over, then they go to fuck the jail. The fuck.
Yeah, since y'all like they just so gun happy and shooting happy. It's so like, go ahead.
It's like, come on, Joe.
You want to be like you living in a video game? Put them over there and war.
It's like, come on, man. Like I don't get it. Me personally,
I'm like, mother, though, like that's just. I mean, I'm not, you know, all like that in the streets, but mothers, I thought they were like untouchable. Like now people just killing people's mothers now.
Listen,
you know,
me personally, I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that. You know, it's not enough up. I don't. I mean, men that already been through shit, trying to still get through shit, right? And not necessarily saying we don't have time to talk to the youngest, but a lot of us don't. Like, we can when we have the opportunity, but we don't. You know what I'm saying? Because we got other shit that we doing.
Yeah,
so I do think that there's
who's going to talk to them? But who's going to talk to them?
I mean, you know, nonprofits and people who care, I guess. But I mean, it just seems like it's not enough people who care. It's more people who like to talk about the negative connotations about shit versus meeting youngers where they are. Listen, when I used to go visit the jails, I used to tell the niggas off the break, like, look, Slim, you talking bullshit. What you mean? I'm like, Slim, you in jail. You're in jail. And you talking all this tough talk and you're in jail. You're more accessible in jail to a motherfucker than you are on the street. You keep talking this bullshit to a motherfucker while you in jail, he gonna fuck you up on sight. Yeah. Ain't no guns in jail. Ain't no motherfucking ducking behind cars in jail. You get fucked up on sight in jail.
I don't know, but I just feel it. They will. I mean, I have no idea, but I always feel the people that if anybody can talk to them will have to be people who have walked in their same shoes. Like, but I know, like what you said, it's not enough people who care to like really, I guess get down and dirty with these young kids. But I thought those are the only people that they want to listen to.
Well, one thing about these kids, would you have to be in a position with dealing with them is to be able to be consistent, because you might have somebody that come into an organization or a school or something like that, give one like 30 minutes or an hour of their time, and then they never see this man again.
Yeah,
they come when they give the whole spiel about being on the right path and don't the things that they don't want to, that you don't want to get into, and then they're gone and they never see this person ever again. So people kind of like they volunteer their time to talk to them one time, and then that's it. So with young people, they respect consistency more than anything, because they've had so many people coming to them.
And you got to be relatable. You got to be relatable to them. Like, you came in and talking.
You have to be. You got to be.
And even if it's a quick moment, like you say, if you're relatable, you will say something that will stick in there. Like, you will say something, they'll be like, "Oh, Mr. Kevin said I probably shouldn't do that," or Miss Angel probably said you know what I'm saying? Like they're not dumb. They're not dumb, and we shouldn't come at them like they're dumb, because they're not. They just don't know a lot of the fundamentals of what's going on out here, because it's really fucked up on so many levels, man. Like so many levels, man. There's so many people, still talking in the chat on Facebook, and Ginger said that's a solid point, Angel. Consistency. So it is. I mean, it is. I just feel like, just like a marriage or a relationship at work, it's got to be consistent. It's got to be consistent. So we got to find something that consistently works. And I truly and really think that if we round them up and we take them overseas and we point them in the direction that we want them to shoot,
getting a real war zone, getting a real war zone.
It sounds funny, but I'm dead fucking serious.
No, because they acting like they so eager to kill somebody. Well, go on ahead, come on.
Go do it for the sake of our country. The fuck? Don't stop doing that shit in our neighborhood. I just saw yesterday, 4 people shot up Northwest. I'm like, God.
Well, today. That happened today. Yes.
Damn, this shit getting crazy. Man. So I think Amachi, I think next week when we get back from vacation, I think we're gonna take time so you can break down your journal, right?
Okay.
And I also want to talk to you about getting some copies for the event next month.
Yes. Okay.
And I want you to kind of write up like a description, like a thoughtful description of why you did what you did and why you think it's thoughtful. So that way we can put it on the table, and when they read it, if they want to get the book, like I said, we can get them to send it to you via Zelle or Cash App or whatever. But I think that we should probably talk about that, so that way we can give people, because I keep thinking about the book club. Remember when we was like, oh, let's do the book club?
You were saying that, the book club.
For a minute, and I thought for the time being that we had it was good, because the young lady who talked, she was really good, and the book was kind of good, right? But I think that we need to get back into the point of allowing people a way of writing stuff down so they can see it. So that way, you know what I mean? It can kind of be
absolutely,
stuck in their head. So I'm gonna put this up so people can know, how to find you and stuff. But I think you need to do that though. Look, she lied. Look, she gonna cuss their ass out. Didn't I tell you don't call me?
And I put on do not disturb. And I put on do not disturb. They must have called me like back to back.
Yeah. She about to call their ass back. I don't know who that was. She about to cuss.
It's my cousin. It's my cousin. It's my cousin.
Oh, for real?
So.
Oh, okay.
No,
but I think when we get back, I think we need to do that, so that way we can kind of let everybody know what you're doing the impact. Maybe we can bring Ashley on because Ashley said she bought the book, or we can kind of reach out to a few people who have purchased the book and find out from them, what is it doing for them. So maybe we come back next week and we invite a couple people who bought the book, bring them on. We let them talk about the Meiji effect, and then let them talk about it and turn it into something, positive. Make sure
that'd be good. That would be good.
But that's it. I mean, we about to get ready to catch this flight tomorrow.
I know. Y'all have a safe trip and have fun.
Well needed, man. We need this shit.
But yeah, I know. Happy birthday, Angel. Happy early birthday.
Somebody wanna. All right, so this is off the cuff. Somebody wanna come on real quick. So I'm gonna let them come on real fast. I think this is my coworker I used to work with a while back.
Okay.
So I just want to see if it's gonna let them come on real quick. Leah said, Kevin, looks like more of you outreach communication, people caring enough to be vulnerable and check the childish mindset. Definitely respect what you're doing, kid. Appreciate it. Yeah, I mean, listen, I don't think I'm doing anything. Honestly.
I have something that I want to talk about, and this is like the craziest thing.
But we almost done. We've been on here an hour and 42 minutes.
You waiting for somebody to come on.
He ain't on here. I ain't waiting on him.
But just remember when we was watching the TV and that the preacher, the pastor was asking for his congregation to
buy the watch?
It was $1,000. Pledge $1,000 seed or something like that, and it was sold in Jesus' name. And then the back of it was like people answering the telephones for when people called to give their $1,000 or whatever, they was taking the money. So then I saw on Facebook another pastor was doing the same thing, was asking for the congregation to pay $1,000 in a tithe, and the congregation it ended up being a brawl, like a whole fight. Like the whole congregation got pissed off and like came for the pastor or whatever. And then one of the men was speaking on it, was like, we out here struggling, and we seeing these pastors having these $1 million households and having these trips and jets and stuff like that, and they robbing the people. So it's funny how the world is going into, like, now you got scamming pastors.
Yeah.
But if you think about it, that ain't just show up though.
I think that's as old as probably pastors have been.
They bold enough to ask you to like put up $1,000.
But they've been doing that though. I remember one time I went to my ex-wife's church, and Pastor Mike asked the same thing. He said, I want this row to give 1,000. I want this row. I got up and went to the bathroom.
I'm like, where's the money going?
I'm visiting. So I'm gonna get up and use the bathroom because
this is not.
They're not giving it.
I'm not about to give you nothing, cuz.
No.
Once I get home, man, I ain't about to give you nothing. No. I ain't doing it.
I never understood that.
You're not gonna understand it, boo. I mean, you're not. I mean, that's what you're not gonna understand, and that's a whole conversation that we can get. A pastor to come on here. Like we can even ask Miss K. Ron to come on here. I mean, I don't know. It's.
So hopefully some people left that church.
I do, but I don't. I mean, like Nelson, I probably can ask, but Nelson's not like that.
Yeah, but maybe
so Nelson probably won't be able to speak on that because he's not like that. Like you can't speak on shit that you're not like.
Well,
I mean,
I'm sure that he has to have an opinion about it though.
I'm pretty sure he has an opinion. I hope he do.
Yeah, because he's in that a man of the cloth or whatever, and I'm sure that some for the pastors who like you're using this good work that we're trying to do to scam. So I'm sure that
it's crazy.
People that's trying to do good for their people and their community, and then you got the people that's scheming the daggone people. So I'm pretty sure
we got a viewer that just said organized religion is the biggest hustle. Fact.
Yeah, I would. It is.
Being a pastor,
It is.
That gotta bother him.
Yeah, but this is one. But this is one of those things, yeah, Angel. I mean, God, they've just been doing this since the beginning of time. I mean, it's
getting more and more just
yeah, because it's easy. It's easy to scam people, especially when you got a faith behind it. It's easy to scam. You know,
and being like religious and getting into heaven with living off of tuna fish, and they got Gucci belts and wife don't work and got all kinds of designer everything. And
I think we got to stay in our own lane, man, and just, you know, I mean,
I'm spiritual. I'm not religious.
I mean, it's a difference, but I just still feel like I don't give it too much thought. Like the dude that got robbed. The pastor that got robbed. I don't give it too much thought. When I saw his IG page and saw what he was posting, I was like, nigga,
exactly. You were asking to get robbed.
Do you know what part of New York you're preaching in? Like you're preaching in a very poor part of New York, bro. Like, come on, like there's people out here struggling, bro. Like, come on, man.
This is hard to trust the church and stuff nowadays. I feel torn because my mom is so much, and she still believes in the church. Like she always asks me.
And I mean, my mother's the same way. My mother the same way. And the one thing that I understood, and I'm closing with this. The one thing that I understood going to my church, First Baptist Church of Glen Island, was this. I learned that, and this was from pastors, ministers, you know, people that was in the church. You have to have your own relationship with God. You can't worry about what other people doing, because I was going to church trying to be like the other people in church, standing up, clapping, like doing like, but and it really wasn't me. But I was doing it because I thought it was church etiquette. And then one time I was talking to somebody, and he was like, "You got to first have a relationship with him first, and then everything else kind of comes to play." And it's funny because it was like, soon as I grew my relationship with him, it took me away from the church. Because if I needed him, I could pray. If I needed to speak to him, I could get in a quiet place. I ain't need to go to church to do that. But the older people would tell you, you gotta go to church. You gotta go to church. And even the word, what does the word say? When one or more comes together, the Holy Spirit is there.
Yeah, that's where you can find.
I'm like, why wouldn't the Holy Spirit be in my bedroom when I'm praying at night to him? Like I mean, that's a whole nother direction. We probably could do that, but we would probably definitely need like a pastor or something, you know. But this one we did leave off, and we can come back to that because I was listening to a dude, and remember the dude that was on the video? He was asking the dude about roles and the relationship.
Oh my gosh! Yes. Yes.
So I think we can come back to that one. Yeah, I think we can come back to that one later. But like I say, next week when we get back, I'll probably call you like Wednesday, maybe Tuesday. See if you want to do it Wednesday. If we do it Wednesday, and then we can work on something for the following week. And we invite. I would ask you. I would ask you to damn. Reach out to people who have the journal and have been using it. Damn. Ain't nothing I can do about it.
All right now.
Ain't nothing I can do about that.
Now. Like you can't be drinking my water.
Reach out to the few people who have the journal and see how it's been working for them, and let them come on, and then they'll talk. I gotta get some water, but that's it. This time tomorrow we should be drunk.
Yes. You're like, yes.
It's 9:49. So this time tomorrow we will be drunk.
You better not go to sleep. You better not go to sleep early.
I know that's
listen, if she go to sleep early, that's on her. I will be somewhere like this. You know how she did when we went to Jamaica. You already here. She outside listening to the band. This nigga like this. Monica walked up and was like, "Oh, the baby sleep." I was like, "Yeah, she sleep. She sleep, man. She is knocked the fuck out." But same time next week, y'all, we will be back, man. We will come with some more topics, man. But I think the week after that, me and Macy gonna work out something, and I want y'all to dive into her journal because I think it'll be something interesting for those who are interested. I think there's a lot of people who like the journal. I think there's a lot of people who got a lot of shit on their head, and I think this would be a way to, you know, get your thoughts out.
Yeah.
So I think that we can kind of, you know, get that and see if that'll help people and see what's going on. So from me to you, thank you, Mechi, thank you, and yeah, we out. Y'all be easy.